Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this channel and welcome to a brand new video. On this channel, we learn about groundwater, boreholes, and anything related to this, to water, to water and in this kind of discussions. So, I would like to say a very big thank you to everyone those who called from the previous video. People who called to encourage and say that they are learning new things. Those who WhatsApp, those who sent comments. I'm really grateful. Like a lot of people are learning new things, and please keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming in. So thank you so much. And I'll say that if you are yet to subscribe, please do that. Just click on the subscription button, press on the notification button, and then send it, share with everybody. Like the video, send it and share with everybody. Let it go viral so that the knowledge can go abroad to everybody. Um, so that we can all learn from this knowledge. So thank you so much. And today we want to look at one essential topic, one very, very important one. A lot of people drill wells and then the water that comes out is muddy. It's full of mud and they cannot use it for anything. So we want to look at some of the reasons why these things happen. So that's what we want to discuss today. So when drilling goes on, after drilling, um, we do what? We install pipes into the well or the borehole, and we use the UPVC pipes. They are blue in color, and then we have two types of these pipes. We have the screen pipes, the ones with holes in them, and then the ones which are plain without holes. So these are the two pipes. The other pipe that I use, some are metallic, but normally nowadays, these are the two. The UPVC pipe is the one that are used frequently nowadays. So after that, we backfill or we backfill it, the this thing, the outside surrounding of the UPVC pipes with um, with quartz. Quartz is this shiny mirror-like stones that are poured around it, and we call it gravel packing. Gravel packing. So we gravel pack it, and after that, we use cementing material or grouting material to cover the surface of the gravel pack. We cover it so that um, infiltration, water that cannot go inside the well directly from the surface. It has to go through the soil material before it goes through the gravel packs before it enters the well. So that is the thing. You don't allow the water to go. So after the grouting, we backfill with the curtains or the material that we removed from the well. And after that too, we cover the surface too with a cementing material so that water does not come closer to the pipe and then go directly through this channel as I mentioned. So actually the reason is that we want the runoff or the water to infiltrate through the soil material and then go through the ground before it gets to the well. But some people don't do this grouting. The gravel pack, after the gravel pack, they just pour the curtains into the outside the UPVC pipes, and then they continue with other things. When you do this, what happens is that and the water or the runoff goes through these curtains, and then they get to the gravel pack, and then they just enter the well, and it washes the mud. It washes the mud along, and then the mud gets into the well. So in this situation, when you pump the water, you will get muddy water. And normally, to what happens is that the surface too, they don't cover it with any cementing material to prevent the water getting direct contact with this curtains that has been backfilled. Sometimes they don't do it, but that one is not as important as the grouting that was done. That one, we want to prevent the surface water from directly going through the material very close to the well. We want to get the water or the runoff through the soil material so that the soil material serves as a medium for filtration before it gets into the groundwater. And this will make the water clean. But because of certain reasons, I mean, cutting costs, people don't do some of these things. Another reason is that When the drilling is done and it goes through the weather zone, the diameter of the drilling of the this thing, or the diameter of the drilling this thing is reduced, so that it will afford it is reduced in the bedrock. And when they drill inside the bedrock, they don't normally put the UPVC pipe through it. They make sure that the UPVC pipe sits on the bedrock. It sits on the bedrock, and then they don't. So we are supposed to do casing throughout to the bottom of the well, but some people don't do it. And the reason why they don't do it is to cut costs. They cut costs, and when they do it, they don't. Sometimes they don't use this gravel packing thing that I mentioned. They don't use it. They just backfill directly with the cuttings or the material that was excavated from the well. And when it rains, these things, the water will wash the this mud through the ground inside to the well. And another dangerous thing about this one is that wherever air and water passes in a rock, definitely there will be weathering. And as time goes on, it will get to a point where this thing will cave in, the well will cave in. And when it caves in, nothing can be done about it anymore. So we have to be careful about that. So there's this thing, the case, the UPVC pipe has to use from the top to the bottom of the well. And some people don't do it, like I mentioned, because they want to cut costs. And when they do this too, sometimes they don't gravel pack, they just use the backfill. And when the infiltration happens, it washes the this thing, the mud into the well. So you fetch your water, and then, or you pump your water from the well, and then it is full of mud. So this is another reason. And then the third reason that I will mention here also has to do with, though the people may have gone through it, do the gravel packing, do the grouting, cementing grouting, and the grouting too. Sometimes we use cements, you know, grouting materials, but sometimes we cement are used to cover the surface of the gravel pack. So sometimes too, everything is done normally, but what happens is that people want to cut costs, so they don't. Normally, we after the drilling, we use compressor, we force compressor down the well so that it will flush out water. And when you see that the water flashing, it comes out with dirt. The reason why we do this are for one, to wash the well. Definitely, since they've been drilling, I mean, the water will be mud. It will be full of mud, and there will be some debris inside the well. So when you flush it out, it comes out with the debris, and the muddy water also comes out. And another thing is that we want to get the initial yield, that will be used for the pumping test. The pumping test, like I mentioned in one of our previous video, is to get to know the yield of the well. The amount of water that we can get from the well. you know so to cut costs, like I mentioned, some people don't do the full scale. The blowing or the airlift has to be done for about an hour. But to cut costs, they just do some 5-minute thing and then they stop, just to make sure that the client gets to feel that water is in the well, and then they stop. But the remaining water that is inside there has debris in them and has what? Mud in it. So if you don't do it to wash everything out, what will happen is that you will have muddy water. So that is another reason why there's muddy water in our wells, when we do this kind of work. So all these things are sometimes as a result of unprofessional work that are done. So if you want a professional work, I would advise that you get in touch with Earth Earth Hydro Engineering. They are sponsoring this video, and they are into this borehole drilling. They are professional. They have everything. They are well trained in this work. So they do proper professional work. So please get in touch with them. So they are also into supply of building materials. If you need sand or gravels, the normal one that we call gravel, or chippings, you need dust, query dust for your blog materials and all that, get in touch with them. They also rent out earth moving machines like excavators, backhoe loaders, payloaders, all these earth moving materials. Just get in touch with them and then they'll sort you out. Their contact is 0249 They do professional work. That one I can assure you. They do professional work. So get in touch with them. And I repeat the number again, 0249 So please get in touch with us and then we will do a professional work for you so that you don't have muddy water. Okay. So at this juncture, I will say that once again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to press on the notification button and share it with everybody so that the video go viral. Everybody watch it. We can share knowledge and then appreciate the work that is done so that you not waste money. You not waste money and then get some inferior work done for you. So at the juncture, I will say thank you so much and then have a wonderful time.